This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening. Today we are discussing about loops and also case structure. So in the last session we completed what is the conditional statement. So conditional structures are useful to perform a task based on condition result. And now we are discussing about loops. What is the use of loop structure? Loops are one type of programming structures and they are useful to execute set of statements again and again. To execute set of statements repeatedly. Here we have three types of loops: simple loop, for loop, while loop. What is simple loop? Simple loop syntax is as follows. It is beginning with loop and ending with end loop. And the statements in between these two keywords executed repeatedly. Again, the loop structure begins with loop and end with end loop. In between these two keywords, you have set of statements. Those statements executed repeatedly. So how many times the statements repeatedly executed? See, it will control enter into the loop. Again I'm repeating. Execution control enter into the loop. Execute these statements. Then verify this condition. If condition is false, again I'm repeating, if condition is false, then it will execute these statements and control come back to beginning of the loop and execute these statements. Second time verify condition. Second time also condition false. Then execute these statements and repeat the loop. At what time the statement's execution will be stopped? Whenever condition is true. Whenever condition is true, then execution control exit from the loop. It will stop the execution. So generally in any other language, already we heard about some loops. The loop statements again and again repeated if the condition is true generally. But here the scenario is reverse. Whenever condition is false, it will repeat the loop execution. For loop. For loop syntax like this. For variable name in. This is reverse keyword, optional. You may use or may not use. And here a range of values. This is called as range. First value to last value. Execute these statements again and again. This is for loop. Again I am repeating, the loop statements always placed under loop and end loop keywords. How many times the loop statements are repeated, that depends on this line. See, here I am saying this is range. Suppose 1 dot dot 10 dot dot, what is dot dot? Range of values between first value and last value. 1 dot dot 10, then 10 times the loop statements repeated. 1 dot dot 1000, then 1000 times the loop statements are repeated. And here what will happen actually? For each value of this variable, see the meaning I am explaining, for each new value of this variable, execute these statements. For each new value of this variable, execute these statements. From where it will get values? It will get values from the range. So in operator, take the first value, that is saved into variable. Right now, listen, first time the loop is executing. What is the value of variable? No value, null. Now, in operator, take the first value that is saved into variable. So, variable has new value, then execute loop statements. Next time, in operator, take second value that is saved into variable. Now, variable has new value, execute loop statements. That's why I explained the meaning like this. For each new value of this variable, the loop statements are executed. For each new value of this variable, the loop statements are executed. So this is a range. How many times statements are executed depends on number of values in the range. And remember, in operator access values from first value to last value. In with reverse, both. If you are using both, in with reverse, access values from last to first. Like this. This is a program. Begin, end program. For x in 1.5. This is the range of values. Every time I am printing x value. First time 1 is saved into x. Execute. Second time 2 is saved into x. Execute. Third time 3 is saved into x. So in operator access values from first value to last value. So it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In case if you are using in operator with reverse keyword, then it will take values from last to first. So first time execution, in will take 5 saved into x, displayed, printed. Next time 4 saved into x, display the value. Next time 3 saved into x, display the value. So that's why here output is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And remember, here you are using a variable. You are using a variable. Generally, in any program or procedure, each variable should be declared before using that. Each variable should be declared before using that. But here, for loop variable, you need not declare it. It is not necessary to declare for loop variable. If you have integers in the range, this is internally declared as integer. If you have date values, internally this is declared as date variable. If it is a record type variable, record type values, it is internally declared as record type variable. So for loop, it is not necessary to declare for loop variable. Next, while loop. Here, apart from above two loops, this is a different one because before entering into loop, it will check the condition. Before entering into the loop, it will verify condition. If condition is true, then only enter into the loop. Second time, verify condition. If condition again true, execute second time. So how many times condition is true, that many times the statements are executed. Whenever condition is false, then it will stop the execution of while loop. Simple loop, for loop, and while loop. So Let me write a simple program. Write a procedure to display 1 to 10 numbers. Just casually, I am using this procedure because you need to understand a simple loop. Create or replace procedure. The procedure name is procedure sequential numbers. Is let me declare one variable and immediately assign one value x into 1. So you are declaring x variable, integer type, initial value is 1. Begin. So let me display a message dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Here switch into new line. In the new line, sequential numbers from 1 to 10. By using simple loop, I am writing this. Okay. In the next line, I want to print a message, a underline. That's all. Let me start the loop. First, print the value of x. Why? Because present value of x is 1. Next, I want to print next value. How do you get next value? You can add 1 to the x value. Then you are getting next value. X equal to x plus 1. At what time I want to stop this? Exit when x greater than 10. So many people write whenever x less than or equal to 10. That is wrong. Whenever x value greater than 10, then condition true means at least x value 11. I don't want to print 11, so stop the loop. Until that, repeat it. And end of the procedure, sequential numbers. Let me run it. So if you compiled procedure created, listen carefully. First time x value 1 printed. Now x becomes 2. 2 greater than 10. Condition false. Then repeat it. Print current value of x. 2. Now x becomes 3. 3 greater than 10. Condition false. Repeat it. X 3 will be printed. Now 4. Like that it will print up to 10. Up to, suppose current value of x is 10. Assume that. 10 greater than 10. Condition false. Print 10. Next x becomes 11. 11 greater than 10. Condition true. Whenever condition is true, exit from the loop. Exit from the loop. Hope you understand. If you execute it, execute procedure sequential numbers. Hello, Litu Sahu. Yeah. Listen, you asked me how to save program output into text document. How to save program output into text document. You can save by creating a spool file. Here, whatever commands I am executing, everything is saved under this text file. Similarly, this is the execution of a procedure. The procedure is generating output that output is also saved under this text file. One method. Another method is you need to write a program by using utl underscore file. You have to write a program, little bit complicated program, by using the function utl underscore file. It's a package actually. By using functions of from that package, you need to write a program. You will understand later. Right. Now, the next procedure. The next process is I want to display even numbers from given number to given number. I am giving two numbers, 50, 100. Between 50 and 100, I want to print even numbers by using while loop. By using while loop. Create or replace procedure. I want to print even numbers, and I am giving two values means that are saved under A, B. Remember, these are called as arguments. Arguments only accept input values. Arguments by default input variables. So the default value of argument should not be changed. Remember this point. The default value of argument should not be changed. Hold on, I will show you what kind of error you will get if you try to change argument value. Let me edit. Here you are giving two input values. You are giving two input values. Fine. So let me remove this xy. Reminder. To calculate reminder, I am using R. So there is no xy. And at the place of x, I am using y. Let me make some modifications. B. And here even numbers from A to B. And here A less than or equal to B. Right, completed. So please hold on, guys. Let us see. You are passing two values. Suppose 10, 20. And every time I want to calculate remainder. Why? Because if a value divided by 2, if the remainder is 0, then only we will decide it as an even number. So 10 less than or equal to 20. Then condition true. Condition true. Then I am printing even numbers from 10 to 20. Underline. Repeat the loop. How many times? Until beginning value less than or equal to ending value. What is beginning value? 10. 10 less than or equal to 20, repeat this loop. See, okay, 10 less than or equal to 20, condition true. Then select how to find out remainder, mod function. Select a comma 2. What is a value? 10. 10 mod 2, 0. That is saved into R. If remainder equal to 0, then print the value. If remainder not equal to 0, don't enter into if condition. Again, if remainder not equal to 0, don't enter into this structure. It will continue from here. Okay, 10 printed. Now a value, increase a value. Why? Because I want to verify next value. So a equal to a plus 1. How much? 11. So 11 less than or equal to 20. True. 11 mod 2, 1. Or here, 1 equal to 0, false. Come to here directly. It will not execute this. So a becomes 12. 12 less than or equal to 20. 12 mod 2, 0. 0 equal to 0. True. Display 12. Next 13. Condition true. Reminder 1. 1 equal to 0. False. A becomes 14. 14 less than or equal to 20. Reminder 0. 0 equal to 0. Print 14. Then A becomes 15. It will continue up to end of the values. Let us see. Save it. Exit here. See here. It was compiled. But the problem is some compilation errors are there. So what should I do? The problem is, see, show errors. Just now I told you, by default, arguments are input type arguments. These are input type arguments never changed within the procedure. Don't try to change input type argument values. It's a default nature of input type arguments. But here, a equal to a plus 1, you are trying to change its value. That's why it is displaying some errors. Don't use a like an assignment target. Assignment target means don't try to assign any value into a. So that's why at the place of a, b, I am using local variables x, y. These are taking input values and I am declaring reminder variable, and also I want to hold a value in x and I want to hold b value into y. So that what will happen? You can change these two values at any time according to your requirement within the program. How to assign a value into x? Like this. B value into y? Like this. And continue the program by using x and y instead of a and b. Now it will never display any error. Let me create. Procedure created. Execute procedure even. So here pass the values 10, 20. It is printing even numbers from 10 to 20. Suppose 100, 20. That is wrong. First value should be small. Second value should be high. Then it is printing invalid range. Next, coming to the part of another example. Write a procedure to insert records or to insert values like radius, pi and area. Radius, pi and area into the table circle. Again I am repeating the procedure to insert values. What are the values it is inserting? Radius value, pi value, area value. Into which table? Circle table. How many times I want to insert? So you need to calculate area value for each value in this range. So if radius equal to 1, what is the area of circle? Once calculated, insert that values into circle table. If radius equal to 2, find out area of circle. Insert values into table. So you are inserting records into circle. First you need to create circle table. Create table circle with these three columns: radius, pi, area. And now I am creating procedure. So the procedure is calculating area is, listen, radius value 1 to 20. Fine. What is pi value? Pi value is always fixed, 3.14. Pi value is a constant value, that is 3.14. So declare pi variable as a constant variable. Declare pi variable as a constant variable. See, generally how to declare variable? Variable name, data type, size. But here, before data type, you are using constant. Then what is the meaning of this keyword? If you declare any variable as constant, its value never changed within the procedure or program. Its value should be fixed. It cannot be changeable. So pi constant number of so and so 3.14. It is fixed value. And a, once area calculated, I want to hold area value into a variable, that is a. Begin. Here, remember all of you, I am not taking radius variable. I am not declaring any variable for holding radius. Begin for C. Why we are using for loop only? Because they are asking like this. Do the insertion for the radius range 1 to 20. If you want to do any task for the range of values, always prefer for loop. The best choice. For r in 1 dot dot 20. How many times you are doing the job? 20 times. So each time radius value will be changed. That's why 20 is the range, 1 to 20. First time radius value 1, calculate area, insert into table circle. Second time radius is 2, calculate area, insert into table circle. Third time radius is 3, calculate area, do the insertion. That should be repeated for 20 times. And commit the action and display this message: inserting records is completed. Please check the table circle. Procedure created. Select star from, what is the table name? Circle. Initially, there is no data. Procedure created only, not executed. If procedure created, it will not make any insertions. If it is executed, then it will do the insertion. Execute procedure circle area. Inserting records is completed. Please check the table circle. Now let me take data from circle. Select star from circle. So here area, radius pi area. Inserted how many times? 20 times. Because you are doing the job how many times? 20 times. Next one. See, I want to find out reverse number for the given number. Reverse number for given number. How to find out? By using for loop, I am doing this job. Don't think about the C language logic or C++ logic or Java logic. By using single function, we will display reverse number for the given number. Let us assume you have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is your number, 12,345. Okay. Finally, you are calculating reverse number that is saved into Rn. Begin. For x in reverse. In the reverse order, take the range of values. How many times you will take the range? How many times you will repeat the loop? How many digits in the value? That many times I want to repeat the loop. How many digits in the value? That many times I want to repeat the loop. 1 dot dot length of n means 1 dot dot 5 because 5 digits are there. Okay, first value you are using reverse also. So last digit 1 dot dot 5. What is the last digit? 5. 5 is saved into x. Then follow the loop. Reverse number equal to old reverse number concatenated with this result. What is this result? Given value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to x position. What is x value? 5. First time x value is 5. So it will take one digit from that fifth position. One digit from the fifth position means fifth digit itself. What is our fifth digit? 5. So initially 5 is your reverse number. Repeat it. 4 saved into x. What is initial reverse number? 5. 5 is concatenated with next digit. From the last, what is the fourth position? 4. So 5, 4 is the reverse number. Next time 5, 4, 3. Next time 5, 4, 3, 2. Next time 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here I have given that logic also. 6, 3, 2, 9. The first reverse number you are taking is 9. Next time 9 by adding 2. Next time 9 2 by adding 3. Next time 9 to 3 by adding 6. If you follow this, that is very easy. Go through with that. Execute procedure reverse number. If I submit 45,38721, you can check 1278354. You can submit any length digits, any length value. It will print the reverse number. Next one. See, write a procedure to display employee records from given job category. This is the question. See, we are talking about a special case that is called as for loop cursor. For loop cursor. What is for loop cursor? By using for loop, we can display multiple records. By using for loop, we can display multiple records. That's why it is also called as for loop cursor. What is the meaning of cursor? So many people confused about this. Cursor is useful to display multiple records. We have seen some examples, but each and every procedure is able to display one record from table. But here, you can't display multiple records without using cursor. But by using for loop, you can also display multiple records. That's why for loop variable is internally automatically declared as explicit cursor type variable. That's why it is called as for loop cursor. So let me show you some sample example here. Create or replace procedure, procedure name, department records as I'm not doing anything, just I want to print department records as begin for R in, see, in the after in I am writing select statement, select star from DEPT. That's all. Loop dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Here first print R dot department number. The next value R dot department name. And R dot location. Finish. End loop. End of the procedure. Department records. Procedure created. See, it is selecting department records. So what is the range of values? How many department records are selected? That is the range for the for loop. From that range, in operator takes first record. First record saved into variable. Then display record. Next, second record saved into R, display record. Third record saved into R. So if you execute, then you will get it. Procedure, department, records. See, 6 records are there. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Is it displaying multiple records? If it is displaying multiple records, then definitely it should be explicit cursor. But we don't know what is explicit cursor actually. Why? Because we did not discuss it. That's why for loop sometimes is called as for loop cursor. Why? Because it is able to display multiple records. But only for limited records we should use for loop. Don't use it for unlimited records. there is a lot of performance issue. This is about loops. You will get more and more examples in the coming up sessions. Next control structure is case. What is case? Case is just like ELSIF. Case is just like ELSIF logic. But ELSIF should not raise any errors or exceptions. By using case, we can also raise some type of exception. What is exception? It's one kind of error. You can handle that. What is exception? It's one kind of error. You can handle that. What is error? It is system generated error. We cannot handle that. If you handle error, then the error becomes exception. Okay, anyway, case statement is just like ELSIF or simple. Suppose if you go to ATM, swipe the card, submit PIN number. You have some options page: withdrawal, deposit, transfer, PIN change, bill payment. Like that, different options are there. You can select any one option according to your requirement. Based on selected option, it will perform a task. So to write such kind of logics, we will use case structure. So first it will take some value from us. Based on submitted value, it will perform a task. So case statement beginning with the keyword case. And the keyword is followed by selector value, followed by selected value. See, the selector value or the selected value is followed by one or more when clauses. So when clauses will be verified sequentially. So the value of selected or the value of selector, it will decide which when clause statements are executed. Hold on. The value of selector will decide which when clause statements are executed. In case if no when clause statement is executed, ultimately it will raise a case not found. Come to here, again I am repeating the case statement beginning with case and it is ending with the end case. The case is followed by one selector. Selector means maybe variable or value. The selector value is compared with each when expression result. It is compared with this result. If both are equal, then execute set of statements under that particular when clause. Suppose not matched, not matched, not matched. All when clause results not matched, then by default else clause, else part statements are executed like a default in the switch case. In case the value not matched with when clauses and you are not writing any else part, there is no default. and also there is no matched value, then ultimately it will raise case not found exception if selector value and when clause result when clause result both are equal, then that when clause statements are executed. If there is no matched value, then by default else statements are executed. If no matched value and else is absent, then case not found exception is raised. Exception will be raised. This is the process actually. Say here, this is the syntax. It will take this value. Case is taking this value. Compare with each expression result. If any expression result and selector value both matched, then it will execute corresponding statements. If both are not matched, by default it will execute else part statements. If both are not matched and else part is absent, then case not found exception will be raised. Now, one of the best example, not this, and here we have. Okay, come to here. Write a program to display meaning of the given grade. You should submit any grade value from this list. Then program will print the meaning of that grade. Again, you should submit the grade value from this list. Then program will display the meaning of given grade. Declare you are giving grade value at runtime. Case is taking grade value. So when grade value equal to A, then it will print excellent. When grade value equal to B, print very good. So like that, it is verifying each and every character. End case. If grade value X is not in this list and else part is not there. If else part is not there and matched value not there, then which is raised? Case not found. So here I am maintaining exception also. Exception block. You will understand tomorrow. Don't worry right now. So when case not found exception, then invalid grade value entered. Enter any grade value from A, B, C, D, F. It will print that message. It is asking about grade value. If I am printing A, if I am submitting A, it is printing excellent. Suppose run it again. If you are submitting C, it will print good. If it is X, see, Enter any grade value from A, B, C, D, F. Invalid grade value entered. Please enter any grade value from the given list only. Similarly, let me explain the last program. What is the program? Write a procedure to calculate bill amount by using product code and quantity. I am submitting some product. I want to buy a product. So I need to submit product code. And also I need to submit how many products I need. Based on given details, it will calculate total bill first. And on that bill, it is also calculating discount. Okay. So after discount, it is displaying total bill should be paid. How much total bill should be paid? Discount is calculated on this range. 10,000 to 20,000, 10%. 20,000 to 30,000, 20%. 30 to 40, 30,000. 40 to 50, 40,000, 40%. If it is below 10,000 bill or above 50,000 bill, there is no discount. There is no discount. See, I am creating procedure for calculating bill amount. It is taking product code quantity. And finally, we are selecting price of the product and calculating total amount. And also we are calculating discount. And finally calculating bill payment. Based on product code, you are selecting price that is saved into this variable. Based on quantity and price, we can calculate total amount saved in this variable. And based on this range, I am calculating discount that is calculated here, saved under this variable. And finally, by taking total amount minus discount, then I will get total bill payment saved under this variable. Select cost, calculate total amount, and find out discount. Case when total amount greater than 10,000 and total amount less than or equal to 20,000. See, you are verifying the list of ranges which is suitable according to your total amount. In this case not having any value, you are not comparing value. You are verifying your value within the range or not. This is another format of case. Here you are giving grade value. Based on grade value, it will make comparison with when class value. But here I am not giving any value. You are directly calculating discount based on ranges. So if this is the total amount range, 10% discount, then bill payment is total amount minus discount. If this is the total amount, then discount is 20%. This is bill payment. Understand? So like that, see at the end of this, end case finished. I am not maintaining else part. In case my total amount is not in these ranges, then there is the discount is 0. See here, if it is not matched with any range, else part should be executed, but there is no else part. Then case not found exception is raised. Whenever case not found exception raised, control coming into exception block. And here when case not found, then Given product code, quantity, total amount, discount should be equal to 0 and bill payment is total amount only. Suppose if any one range is matched, finally calculate discount, calculate bill payment and display the values. Product code, quantity, total amount, discount, bill payment. So let me create it. Then it is very easily understandable program, but looking is lengthy program. Created, execute, procedure, not procedure, I think, bill pay. This is my procedure name. Bill amount is my procedure name. It is taking product code ILTPQS and also it is taking some quantity. Product code so and so, quantity 5, total amount 2,25,000. If you want, see, if you want to comes into discount range, minimum bill payment 10,000, maximum bill payment 50,000. Below 10,000 no discount, above 50,000 no discount. That's why discount is 0. Means this part is executed actually. From exception block it is executing this part. Suppose same, I need only one product. What is your product code? ILTPQS. Quantity 1. Total amount 45,000. Discount applied. What is the discount? 18,000 and your bill payment is 27,000 only. Why? Because your total bill amount is below 50,000 or equal to 50,000. That's why discount applicable. So please go through with this and rest of the part we will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow our concept is exceptions. Our concept is exceptions. Remember. Spool off. So see you tomorrow. Thank you all of you. Yes, every day I am uploading all spool files and also PLSQL all videos. Please verify the drive link. You can easily access. Today morning also I checked that all videos are uploaded.